Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new Class 66 Rocks Locomotive review. Now, apologies about the delay in filming. As you may have seen on Twitter, for those of you who follow me, I've been recovering from a chest infection that decided to rear its face over the Christmas period. So I've been on antibiotics for about 2 to 3 weeks now, trying to get it shifted. But I'm glad to say that it is actually finally going, and I am starting to feel a lot better. So this particular locomotive I had at Christmas, but like I said, due to illness I couldn't get round to getting it filmed. So it's one that I've been after for quite some time. I kept seeing it on eBay now and again, but the prices were quite high compared to what I got it for. So it was the only one left that the seller was selling at a model railway swap meet that we went to in Buxton back in November, I think it was, and it was the one that was after as well, so it was something like £60 overall. So I'm actually quite glad that I've got this particular model, because this now completes the fleet of locomotives in this livery. So without further ado, let's have a look at what we've got today then. So as you can see today, we have got a Hornby Class 59 in EWS livery. Now, obviously the state of the box is just through wear and tear from the previous owner. So let's have a look at the box itself first, and then we'll have a look at the loco that's inside. So as you can see, it is by Hornby, and it is in double O gauge, as you can see. So let's turn the box round to the side now. So on the side here, we'll just turn it the way up because the insert's in the wrong way round. It says R2520 EWS Coco Diesel Electric Class 59, and it's 59201, and it carries the name Vale of York. Now, this particular Class 59 is also DCC Ready, which is an absolutely brilliant feature to have on these locomotives, because I know previously Lima used to produce them, and then obviously when Hornby took over the tooling, I think some were made without DCC, and then some were equipped with the DCC sockets. Now, I don't know whether Hornby are going to bring a Class 59 sound chip out, because that would be really good to get into this type of locomotive. So let's just have a look at the back of the box. So on the back, as you can see, we've just got the Hornby information about suitability of ages, etc. So that's sort of in every language, but we're not going to worry about that too much. So let's get the locomotive open and have a look at it. Now, as was mentioning, this Class 59 is the only one that I actually need for my collection now, as I've got every single class of locomotive in EWS livery that did actually run in real life. So we'll just put that there a moment. Okay, so we'll just place the locomotive down just for a minute while I just show you what else is in the box. Okay, so the first thing that we have in the box is the instructions for the Hornby Class 59. It's the operating and maintenance instructions. So we've got a bit of general information, running hints, information on the maintenance. Now inside here we should yes it is. So we've got the information about the lubrication, as you can see. We also have the information about the accessories. Now I haven't seen any accessories yet, but there's something in the packaging that does look like some accessories. How to remove the body, and with it being DCC ready, it shows you where to put the chip as well. So we're going to be keeping hold of these, and also we've got some information about the television suppression as well. So like I said, we're going to keep hold of these instructions so that we know where to put the chip, etc. once the time comes. So let's see what else is in the box. Now I can't actually see the accessories, so whether the previous owner has put them on for me, I'm not too sure. But we have got detailing parts spare in the loft, in the spares boxes. So it's not like I haven't got parts that I can get for this Loco, because I have, so I'm not too worried. So as you can see, it's presented in Hornby's foam tray packaging. It's not the block of ice like the modern day locomotives. So if we just turn the Loco around to the back, as you can see on the back of the box, we've got Hornby's 2 holes that they put on so that you can put your fingers through to get the locomotive out. So we're just going to do that now. Okay, so if we just take the Loco out. Also, before I show you the Loco, it has actually got the tissue paper inside the box as well, keeping the locomotive from getting damaged. Okay, so let's take a look at the Loco itself then. So here we have it, the Hornby Class 59 in EWS Livery. Now first off, it's not like lightweight, I'd say it's like a medium weight really. Now I know these were mainly used on like haulage, freight, etc. So that's what it's going to be going on the layout. Now it is fitted with Hornby's old standard couplers. We will be taking these off and putting NEM pockets on, so that it can be hauling rolling stock that is on our layout that has got the NEM coupling pockets on. So as you can see, as I just showed you, they're on the front and the back. So we'll start with the front first and take a look at it. So starting with the front of the Loco, obviously as you can see we have the cab windows. I'll just zoom in just a little closer, just so we can see a bit more detail without blurring the focus too much. So as you can see, moving down, we've got some hazard warning panels on the left and right hand sides, as well as the running number, which is 59201. Now moving down to the headlight cluster on the left and right hand sides, it's not like the LED ones that you see on these modern day Locos anymore, like the new Hornbys or the new Batmans or Helgen for example. Now I don't know whether to try and fit light into there or whether to just put a cab light into it. I mean, obviously you need a modelling drill small enough, but I don't know whether it'd make the locomotive look worse or look better. But if you have done this to your particular Class 59, if you own one, if you want to link to your video in the comments section, and I will give it a watch and see what I think overall. Now as you can see, also we've got the buffers on the left and right sides as well, but these are non-sprung, so they're just standard solid ones. Moving down, you can see we've got Hornby's thick standard coupler. Like I say, that will be coming off. We're not planning on keeping that on there. So moving the Loco round to the side now. As you can see on the side here, we've got the plastic handrails and the plastic steps, whereas some Locos have got the metal ones, but we're not overly fussed about that. As you can see, we've got the nameplate Vale of York just there, and also on the right hand side is the plate that gives all the information about the locomotive weights, etc. that you do see. And on the top of the cab there is also a warning panel. So we will just zoom out again just for a minute. So moving across, now I'm going to mention this first. There's 6 wheels on either bogie. Now I'm not entirely sure if these are the traction tyres or whether they are the other form of tyres that were tooled on some of the Locos, but like I said, there's obviously 6 wheels on either bogie at the front and the back. Moving across to the Loco body itself, we've got some nice etched grille effect, or effects should I say, just on the front here, and it is actually a nice touch when they do add something like that to a locomotive like this. As you can see, we've got the EWS branding in maroon, that's on the yellow backdrop of the Loco, and also we have the locomotive number 59201. Now on the back of the locomotive we have the English, Welsh and Scottish Railway 3 Beasties logo, and again we have the plastic handrails and the plastic steps just there, as you can see. Moving around to the back of the Loco now. So as you can see, on this particular side actually now, is this the front? Because there's a little gold bell, but if you do know what this little gold bell is, or if you know if it is the front, please leave your comments below, because I don't want to be running it on the layout in the wrong direction. Now, I'm not entirely sure why there is a bell at one end but not at the other, but like I say, if you do know, please leave your comments below. So, take a look at the front or back of the Loco, whichever you prefer. Again, we've got the warning panels on the left and right hand sides, and the locomotive number 59201 on the right hand side, as you can see. Moving down to the light cluster, again, as you can see, it's the painted little dots, should I say. So, like I say, we might do some work on those, or we might not. Again, left and right hand sides, we've got the buffers which aren't sprung loaded, and again we've got Hornby's coupler just on the bottom here. So moving the Loco around to the other side now. So as you can see, there's nothing much different on this side. Again, we've got Vale of York on the name badge just there. Again, the plastic parts, and we've got an etched grille as well, which gives it a nice touch. The locomotive number 59201 and the EWS logo just there. And again, here we've got some etched grills, as you can see, along with the plastic parts again, and the English, Welsh and Scottish Railway Three Beasties logo on the side of the cab. So let's take a look at the roof area now. So taking a look at the roof, it has got a sort of etched grille, but compared to like the Batman version, I mean, I know Batman do the 66 and not the 59, but you can see through this compartment just here, but it isn't an overall problem, because when it's running, obviously you're going to be watching the locomotive from ground level if you're filming it, like I'm going to be doing with the new layout once it's complete. But we might do a few modifications to it. We might add a black etched grille over the top, but I'm unsure yet. Moving across, obviously as you can see, we've got some more plastic parts just here on the roof area. So that is it basically. The Hornby Class 59 in EWS livery.